Hey everybody, this is Annette, and this is my second attempt today to bring you off the ledge. The first one, the sound didn't come out. Due to complaints about my sound, I got a microphone and I had plugged it in, but apparently it doesn't work. So my motto in life, if you can take anything from this for your own benefit, if at first you don't succeed, keep going. So, what I had said was that I feel optimistic today. And I have nothing to point my finger at specifically, and we can go over that tomorrow at Psychic News Network at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday. Tonight we have our Grassroots of Democracy guided meditation for a healed America. So it's Thursday, and that's at 7, from 7 to 7:30. Please join us for that, or on the replay, you can just, meditate anytime you want once it's uploaded. I feel like things are going to turn around for the better. I feel like our allies aren't going to just leave us. It doesn't even make any sense to think that they would. And as long as I'm on my high-flying disc, like Abraham Hicks talks about, just staying above the fray, the whole time I've been really okay, because I have a more transcendent perspective about what's going on. So we'll get into that more tomorrow night. Let's listen to Kathy Beale. So this is Off the Ledge. And this is where we have conversations that will bring you back to center and keep you grounded during these times of great tumult and insecurity. Here we go.
This is Kathy Beale of EmpowermentUnlimited.net with Astro Insight for Thursday, March 6th, 2025. The beginnings, the seeds, the new launches of last week's Pisces new moon, which was on the 27th, all of those get their first testing today. The testing could result in growth, in starting to really see some developments. Maybe you start tinkering with situations because they don't feel right. Otherwise, there's not a lot of activity going on in the sky. Talk away, chatter away, let your mind and soul be curious. That's all for now.
So today I really feel like things are culminating. They're being brought to a head. It's glaringly obvious who Trump works for and how he got in nefariously. And I'm feeling some breakthroughs coming. So keep that in mind. I don't take these things like just as imagination. There's something good for us coming. Okay, so from Ernest Holmes for today, just to remind you, I do these videos every day, and it's late today because I had technical issues with my first attempt. That's just something that I live with, and I've heard it said before that the demonic messes with technology. So the demonic tries to get people to be discouraged. So for whatever that's worth, sometimes I think it's true. Be renewed in the spirit of your mind. It is not the particular negative experiences we have gone through in the past that destroy our happiness, but rather our emotional reaction to those experiences carried in the reservoir of memory. Many people suffer complete defeat without having really been defeated. Others succumb the first time anything goes wrong. It is one of the aims of psychosomatic medicine, analytical psychology, and psychiatry to drain out the negative and emotional reactions to previous experiences. There is just as real an infection of the mind as there is of any part of our physical body. Almost invariably, our negative reactions to life, our unhappiness, And perhaps most of our physical disorders are based on unhappy experiences that are buried, but buried alive in our memory. But yesterday can have no reality to us other than as our reaction to it. It can have no real existence of its own in today other than as the lengthened shadows of yesterday. And so it is that as the impulsions of yesterday are carried over into today, making today happy or disconsolate, so the reactions of today are prophetic of what we will experience tomorrow. Be renewed in the spirit of your mind. I want to speak to what I hear a lot of people saying. For whatever reason and whatever we're acquiring in terms of knowledge and ways to do things better, and the current political climate in the United States of America, there are understandably a lot of people going around saying, he's just going to keep getting away with it, and throwing up their hands in despair. To which I just really want to say, we create our future based on what we're feeling and thinking of in the present moment. So if we want him to continue to get away from justice, if we want that to continue, then let's keep thinking that. But we don't want that to continue. What I feel coming is justice. And I'm not kidding about that. I know that we are in a dire circumstance, and I know that our allies know what's happening, as I said, and they are not just sitting around thinking they're just going to let the United States of America sink without helping us not to sink. They know that Putin got Trump in the White House in no uncertain terms. And I heard Justin Trudeau speaking in a video from yesterday or today, and he pretty much said it. That they don't have anything against the American people. It's this, I'm putting air quotes in quote unquote, government that they have a problem with. They don't have a problem with us. I do see also that he is, Canada's really sticking it to the red states. And so we're getting it from a couple different places that, like Norway said, we're not going to refuel the Navy ships with fuel until we get rid of Trump. Trudeau's kind of saying something similar in a roundabout way. They're with us, but we need to get rid of Trump. Basically. Okay, let's pull some cards. And we can do it. Join a protest. 50501. Join that protest group. And sorry about the snafu, the technical snafu this morning. If I started to tell you what I go through with technology and my different iPads, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, I would bore you to tears. But you also would be amazed at what I go through as a one-woman operation and how I stick with it. I don't know. Some things are just lessons. But I could use things going a little smoother. If you can project that out to the universe for me, that things go smoother. I do want to get a microphone. I thought that one worked. It did work for a little while. Redo. We're going into a Mercury retrograde. I don't know exactly when that is. I'm sure somebody will say when it is. I'm looking at my calendar. I don't see it from here. My life is a Mercury retrograde. Anyway, we have participation. Yeah. Let's be the Americans we're supposed to be. This ordinariness that we've been in is being shaken up. We need to be more receptive to one another and to the truth. Coming out of this ordinariness and getting into participation is a necessary shift for us to make. And the receptivity is really about, receiving the message of us needing to stand up right now and helping others by letting them know I mean, we just hear about the horrible things, the cruel things that this administration is doing, and we really do see that we need to be receptive to the needs of others that are suffering under this fascist regime that we are ousting. We're ousting it. It has a shelf life. We'll get into that more tomorrow. Also, I see that the orange buffoon is failing, and he's failing royally. And so we're seeing the same game being played over and over and over again. So I think that I know that people that were for him, no matter how much Fox is going on and on about, oh, how he's doing a great job, when it comes to people's money, everything changes. When it comes to people at risk of losing their retirement, their Social Security, their Medicaid, their Medicare, their investments, their jobs, their sense of security, that the government has different agencies and departments that have always been there to help us. When it hits people, especially when it hits people in the area of finance, the ones that you might have least expected will be waking up. So just pay attention. Get into the energy of this is shifting. We are shifting away from the chaos. We are seeing the chaos agent doing it again. Tariffs, 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 right? Creating a problem and then appearing as though, oh, this problem that he created, he's also going to be the rescuer who comes in and rescues us from the problem he created. It's like the jig is up. It's getting really dull and really predictable. Let us glom on to every little bit of good news, particularly the good news that people are not going to take it anymore. That we're sick as hell of this and we're not going to take it anymore. And I know I have Navalny behind my shoulder here. Understand that what happened to him was under a regime, under Putin, who had gotten his claws in for like more than 20 years. This that we're going through in America, we have a big, big, big opportunity that's greater than the opportunity that he had to turn this around, because it's only been a few weeks, if you can believe that. It's only been a few weeks. And in Russia, it had been over 20 years that Putin got his claws in, and he was real clever, and Trump is a buffoon. So that is grace in disguise, as is Elon, a total piece of work mess. In a way, there's a little bit of grace in that. So, before I go, I want to mention that the 40-day program for releasing religious guilt, I'll do that around 6 o'clock live. Hopefully all the technology will work for members only, to change your life by releasing the programming of religious guilt. So it'll be set to members only, and we'll see you tonight, 7 p.m. for the guided meditation time, 7 p.m. Eastern to 7:30. Namaste. Thanks for joining. Please hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Bye.